All right. Good morning. We have Becky calling in today. Becky, good morning. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for taking my call.
Oh, you're welcome. All right. What's on your mind today?
So my question is, I have a 4-year-old, very late talker, and I also have a 7-year-old who was a late talker, but who is pretty caught up at this point. My question is how to talk to my 7-year-old about my 4-year-old's delays, and also how to talk to him about the fact he can't go to the same school as him as of right now, because he's asking a lot of questions about that.
Oh, man. I can completely relate to that. I did the same thing with my youngest who went to a different school. And eventually, we all ended up at that school. So does your older late talker and Tommy, they play and interact and they enjoy each other's company, they go places, having no problem with that? So, I'm going to let
The
Steven.
7-year-old's actually very protective of him. Also.
Yeah. And he talked late as well.
He did, yeah. And he knows that about himself, but doesn't really remember it. So.
Yeah. So, I think, you could talk with him and kind of, talk backwards, and he might remember that. Now, I don't want to give him the impression that his brother is just like him. It's like everybody in our family gets what they need. Some people need different things than other people, and sometimes you can't get everything that everybody needs in the same way, or in this case, in the same place. Honestly, with the temperament of bright late talkers, who it sounds like your older son just sort of spontaneously recovered. He was one of those bright late talkers who were just developing with this sort of asynchronous pattern of development, and now he's talking. They usually have a lot of insight.
The first thing is that it's pretty straightforward to talk about going to school because it's pretty normal for kids to go to different school at different ages. So I don't think it really needs to be a lot of discussion or emphasis on that. Just saying, hey, time for you to go to school. Your brother will go to school when his time comes. And, we look forward to the time when you guys will go to school together. Something like that. I think we'll take care of that. And then in terms of, talking to siblings about a younger sibling who's late talking, again, the best thing is to be relatively straightforward, just saying, your little brother is, he's like you, he's learning to talk in a different schedule, and you may remember learning how to talk and what it was like for you, and he's kind of going through the same things, but it's taking him a little longer, and he may need a little more help, so we're going to encourage him and nurture him. I know with my late talking son, a lot of times I would, focus on him pretty quickly when he initiated, because he was fairly quiet as a youngster. And the other children would say, hey, Dad, how come you're not paying attention to us quite as much? And I just said, I love all of you, and I'm going to pay attention to all of you, but he needs me to pay attention to him right away whenever he's engaged, because we're going to help nurture his talking. And they were great about it. So I think just being straightforward is really the way to go.
And to just kind of point out other strengths, right? Because there's a whole range of strengths and weaknesses, right? And against talking is one that, of course, grabs our attention really quickly. So it sounds like you've got a full household.
We do, yeah.
That's great. Well, I hope, let us know how that goes. Let us hear from you again, and we really appreciate you calling in and helping us sort of launch and get to know how this question and answer, or just sharing stories and things will go. All right.
Yeah, thanks so much, and we're always here to answer your questions and support you on your journey.
Becky, do you have any advice for other families who maybe have young kids, one of them a late talker, anything encouraging, anything discourage, anything important that you'd want to pass on to another family of late talkers?
I think probably that for the most part, raising him has been really fun. It's been not easy, but I have a lot of fun with him, and I can get myself into kind of a doom and gloom state if I let myself worrying about his future. But really the day-to-day, he's really enjoyable, and I really enjoy getting to raise him and be his mom. And so it's not all bad, I guess would be the thing I would say, just on the spot.
That's a very wise thought. And that idea of leaning into the moment, going day to day, and doing your best to set aside that worry that's a very, very wise thought.
Becky, I think that is awesome to hear from a mom. Just remember to enjoy your child every day. It's important for everybody, just for everybody. All right, Becky.
The best thing for your child is you.
The best
Always,
thing for your child
always,
is
always,
you.
always. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Becky.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye.